This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyam La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakat Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aqua that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Mawan back at you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is called He Heapeth All Nations and Peoples. Okay. And again, going into Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. All right. And that vision is speaking as we speak. All right. As we continue to bring out these lessons, all right, we're seeing more and more that this Rice Krispy treat is the MOTB. All right. Forget about what all these false prophets talk about right now, man. This is crucial times. All right. This is the time to be on point with this word and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So if you're not on point with this word and knowing what the MOTB is, well, then you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna end up lining up for it. All right. But this is an article from Blockworks that came in like a couple hours ago. It says 7 banks, including Fed, pen paper on possible CBDC implementation. Some of the banks are getting to a point where they may decide for or against CBDC implementation. Now, and we know that all right nations are going to fall for this. All right, they're all going to join together at the end of the day. All right, because it's prophecy. Okay, that this devil's going to heap all these nations together, bringing them, gathering them together. You see, to this one beast system. Okay, it says the Fed, Bank of America. It says the Fed, Bank of America. I said Bank of America. Salakia. That's because I literally just came from there too. The Fed, Bank of Japan, European Central Bank, and Bank of England were just a few of the international groups who teamed up to pen a paper on central bank digital currencies for possible implementation to the policy questions around CBDCs. It says the paper is the newest in a series of reports that go back to 2020. Some of the members of this group are approaching a point where they may decide on whether or not to move to the next stage of their CBDC work, the paper said. Now check this out. This is the important part. This may include deeper investment in design decisions relating to technology. You see, and we already know that that's talking about that Rice Krispy treat, man. All right. They're about to make this shit mandatory soon, man. They're about to roll it out and see who's gonna bite for the bait. All right, and then it's gonna be made mandatory. Okay. It says this may include deeper investment in design decisions relating to technology, end user preferences, and business models. You see, and this is all tying back to what he won't be able to buy or sell, okay, because it's going to be connected to business models, the system for you to be able to continue with businesses, while leaving open the decision on whether to issue CBDC. It says the Bank of England published its owner paper back in February that looked into a digital currency, though it noted that the infrastructure would require a commitment that the BOE is not ready to make just yet. All right, and what's that commitment they talking about? All right, we know that that's the MOTB. Canada has also moved forward with conversations around CBDCs, seeking public feedback on a digital dollar. Though similar to the BOE, it has indicated that it is not yet prepared to implement one. Legislators and authorities will need to remain engaged as work on CBDC progresses. The development of solutions to some of the outstanding legal issues related to CBDC will largely be a matter of national law and will tend to be highly dependent on policy choices and design of CBDC, the paper said. In the US, some states are already working to ban CBDCs prior to a framework and implementation of a digital dollar. Florida is one of those states, all right, which at the end of the day, yeah, they could talk they're against it and all that, but they're going to fall for it, man. All right, they have to make you feel like, oh, some people are against it, some people are not. All right, that's what causes the chaos. Okay, but at the end of the day, they all gonna have to fall for that same okie doke. All right, unless you are spiritually in tune with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. It says, it is also expected that the CBDC conversation will bleed into political campaigns that are being announced as the U.S. heads toward election season. Although countries, and this is all falling right around this election time, all of that, man. See, it's about to be a whole lot of chaos stirred up. So many things happening at once, and this is why the Lord tell you to what? All right, to be on point, because you don't want to get caught by surprise. Okay, it says the central banks contributing to this report anticipate that any CBDC ecosystem would involve both the public and private sector. The report wrote, there are a variety of potential CBDC business models, and central banks may need to understand potential benefits to stakeholders in the public in each model, including incentives to participants and value added to end users. The banks are noted that blockchain technology remains a possibility, though it is currently not deemed essential to the functioning of potential CBDC system. While it did not contribute to the paper, Hong Kong is undergoing a trial run of an EHKD, a digital version of its local currency. See, so China's already going through a trial run. It's already, and we know that this is already happening internationally, man. And this is why, see, people think that in America they ain't ever gonna come because it's not happening here. But the Lord is saving this place for last. You see, this is America, Babylon the Great. He's gonna save the best for last to be destroyed. Okay. Excuse me. It says the government is running the test in a sandbox environment, meaning that it's testing multiple applications through tokenized deposits and online and offline payments and more. It also creates a CBDC expert group that probes into both policy and technical issues behind issuing a CBDC. You see? So again, with the title saying 7 banks, including Fed, pen paper on possible CBDC implementation, is just getting closer and closer. All right, this is the Lord heaping on all the nations, all right, through Esau and his governments. All right, let's go back to that. Salakia, this is Habakkuk. Give me 1 second, it's loading up. Habakkuk 2, I'll take it from 2. It says, and the Lord answered unto me, and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right. And the vision is being made plain. All right. All that extra confusion that all these other camps is bringing out, that this ain't the MOTB. That's for those that are worthy of confusion. All right. But those that are of the elect are going to hearken on to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and his true prophets, man. You see? It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. All right. And yesterday you just had that the FDA had passed approval on the Neuralinks, okay, going into the brain. Okay. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up upright is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay. And that's the proud, talking about Esau. It says, yeah, also because he transgresses by wine. Okay, all these different philosophies out here. Okay. He says he is a proud man And he's the most proud on earth. The pride of his heart has deceived him. All right. He thinks that he's literally about to be above the Lord, man. That's hella pride right there. And the Lord's going to destroy him for that pride. It says, neither keepeth at home who enlarges the desire as hell. All right, yeah, because he don't even care about his own household, man. All right, he don't care about none of these nations or any of these lands because he has nothing of his own. That's why he has to destroy everybody else's. It says he who enlarges the desire as hell and is as death. All right, because everything that he does, it brings trouble to this society, trouble to this earth. Okay, everything that he does is made for you to fall into sin, and the wages of sin is death. So everything is polluted. It says, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, okay, and heapeth unto him all people. All right, let's go into gathereth in the linear to see what it says. All right, asap. All right, it says, or asap. Yeah. It says, oh, Salakia, I'm not even connected. I can't even bring it out. Salakia. It says to receive, gather. Okay. It says to collect. It says also to gather an individual into company of others. Yeah, because they want you to join their what? He's going to gather all the nations to bring them into with what? To one world order. Okay. It says, to gather harvest. Yeah, because all these people that's going to be gathered, man, they're ready for the harvest, man. Okay. The Lord is ready to bring hell upon this place and bring that straight, and bring the true grim reaper upon the earth, Yahushai. So he's ready to gather all these nations, all right, to their wickedness, to their doom. All right. And they want them to what? They want to gather the nations. Like it says here, it says, it says in the Strong's definitions, it says to gather for any purpose. And what's the purpose that they want? They want to gather everybody to make them a perpetual slave, man, to their kingdom. To receive, take away, remove, destroy. Okay? Yeah, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to destroy our people by making them take this MOTB. Okay? To gather together up again. Yeah, because this ain't the first time. This is the same thing they constantly do. They're always trying to gather the Israelites together in some type of form of captivity, man, to make you a whole slave. It says generally get him loose, put all together, receive, recover another from leprosy. Let me see what else it says. In the company of to be brought into association with others. You see, you're gathering yourselves to bring them into your one world government, one world Satanism bullshit. Let's go to. Let me get out of this real quick and go to. In 1 second, Salakia. Let me go to Heapeth. We know that he's going to heap all the nations together, all right, globally, internationally, and then the peoples is going to be all people. But most of all, he's going to want to get at our people, the Israelites, all right, which I believe when you go into peoples, it goes into a particular people. But let me get this word Heapeth, kabas, all right, which it says the same thing, basically, to gather, assemble, all right. Strong's definition to grasp, gather, bring together, heap, resort, surely take up. Basically saying the same thing. All right, and let's go to peoples real quick. Peoples. All right, it says a nation, people. It says persons, members of one's people, compatriots, countrymen. Okay? When you go to the Strong's definition, it says a people as a congregated unit, specifically a tribe as those of Israel, hence troops and or attendants. You see? Because they, at the end of the day, they just want to come at our people. That's what the whole thing is about. They ain't worried about these other nations, man. They're worried about putting us under their rulership with the MOTB. All right, they want to see that. They want to see our people bow down to them. All right. So continuing on to Habakkuk 2 and 6, it says, shall not all these take up a parable against them, and a taunting proverb against them, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long, and to him that laddeth himself with thick clay. Okay? And they're all going to come against this devil, because Esau's going to want to take, he's going to get so greedy, all right, that he's going to want to take everything over. He's going to go after, basically against his own word, okay, and want to just have everything to himself. And these other nations ain't going to be down with that, man. And that's why they're going to come up against them. You see? But let's go to Revelation 13 and 16. And it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that may had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. And this is them slowly, all right, heaping all the nations together to bring in this MOTB that's going to cause all rich, small, great, rich, and poor, all right, free and bond to receive that. And if you want to continue in society and be able to buy and sell, all right, and want to feel like you're going back to normal, this is what's going to be required of you. All right. But if you want to, go back to this world, well, this is the world that you're going to stay in and you're going to be burned in. Okay. While the rest, the elect that trusts in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, are going to continue to walk with him all the way to the end. All right. And not bow down to this man's system or bow down to his digital Messiah that he wants you to take. All right. And again, this is a physical implementation. You just heard it. They said that they're going to find a way, some forms of technology. That's really what they wanted to just completely say, but they got to make it sound good. They got to suck the people in some way. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much the point. It was just a quick update. All right. So with that being said, Shalom, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah, Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.